Okay, here I have some sort of old telephone equipment. No idea what it actually is. Fault, reset, adjust milliamps, a pot by the look of it, a center sitting meter, can read negative or positive type of thing. University Graham Instruments, Proprietary Limited, Sydney. And we did have something on here, some old tape. It's from the Telephone Workshops, Hobart. Drawing something D1394, sheet 4, issue, model manufactured by KC, test by someone, signed it, date, is that 23rd of the 11th, something 6, is that 76? It'd be nice if they wrote it a bit clearer. I think that's, oh, it's not 66, not 56. 76 sounds about right, probably. Almost looks like 06, but anyway, not sure. There's some sort of hole there. Must have been mounted on something maybe. And one screw, it looks like it's got a hinged box, which is a weird design. At least in the modern world, but this does look kind of 60s or 70s era. That sort of panel meter and everything else. Ugh. Ooh, what have we got here? We've got some telephone relays, big resistors, a massive 25 watt, I don't know if it's a pot or a rheostat, a double one by the look of it. Two of them stacked together. So it's actually a bit more interesting than I thought, from Melbourne A.G. Norton and Co. Melbourne, Australia. Now we've got some connections here. CPA, CPE, external alarm, AB, bat and earth. So I assume that would be 50 volt exchange battery. A and B, I don't know, no idea what the rest of it is. And that's all that's in there, I think. The meter, sort of say some sort of test. Just says drawing. Adjust the milliamps, so I assume that's where you turn this thing, probably press that, look at the meter and adjust your rheostat. Let's see what that thing feels like. I assume it's going to be pretty solid. Yeah, big sort of wire wound gratey thing. A bit like a mini variac, those things. So that's quite an impressive bit of kit. Not sure what you'd really use it for. Reset. Not sure what that would reset. And fault, that's just a light, I think. So got a reset button, adjust milliamp button. Reset, because there are some relays in here. I wonder if it's something to do with resetting those. This looks like, ooh, that one's been cut off, I think. The light. No idea, but I thought it was an interesting bit of old equipment. Warranty void if broken, sticker on the meter. And what sort of relays are these? I can read something on the side of them. It looks like a double pole, double throw. I assume 50 volt. How do we get this? This chassis must come out, surely. What the hell holds it in there? How's that welded? I think they might have welded it in. Well, that doesn't make servicing easy, does it? Yeah, I think they've welded it all together. I've got just resistor numbers. Nice old green hammertone paint. I guess you can get to it if you take, oh, you can't even take the front meter off easily, so I think you'd have to take these welds out. Is that really all welded? It sure is. It's been spot welded by the look of it. A couple there and 3 there, so yeah, just an interesting old school bit of gear. They don't make it like that anymore. And yeah, they were sort of, oh yeah, they've got different, we could put different layers of contacts, I think, on these relays. They were designed to have different ones mounted as you liked. So there's 3 of those in there. 100 ohm, 20 watt resistors. Oh, that's 300 ohm. So I wonder if it switches. I wonder if that's, well, you think the rheostat would be doing the adjustment, but maybe you set something and the relays lock it in or something, lock in resistors across or something. Or maybe it's meant to simulate a fault. Not sure, but it is kind of cool to see some of this old gear again. Yeah, someone's chopped another wire off there, or is that what went to that, maybe? What would make sense, some of these lamps are joined together, I would think. Is that just a solid bit of wire? I think it is. Well, actually, it looks a bit like it's had one of these resistor leads there, so maybe a resistor's gone missing. Maybe that's what that is too, because it's flat, I think. Must have been someone stole a resistor out of there, I think. But yeah, that's quite an impressive bit of rheostatery there. I'm not sure if they're wire wound. They're more like a rheostat than just a wire wound resistor, I think. But yeah, some old telephone tech would probably know what this thing was. I'd say the fact that it's got holes in the back probably means it was screwed on the wall in the exchange or somewhere, I would think. So I don't think it's portable. It's been hardwired in with the typical old solder terminals that they used to use in the old days. And that's about it, I think. So alarm or fault, maybe it came off that line. Yeah, not sure what it is, but interesting bit of old early equipment. That meter might be good for something, but I can't remember the last time I saw a center zero sort of panel meter used in something. They were actually quite rare. So, especially if it's a current meter, why would you need two different current settings? I mean, current is just current, unless it can measure different polarities. Let's think, if it goes through a shunt or something. Yeah, not sure what they've done there. Interesting bit of plastic on the front of this meter. I don't know if that was meant to be stuck through a... Well, they're made to go on a panel, so that's just a bit of a weird design, that moulding of the plastic. But anyway, thanks for watching.